Now I'm going to go through the service user section. If you go into one of the service user, what you can do is you can fill the basic information about the service user, including health ID and NI numbers. The address is normally straightforward if it is mental health or residential, but if it is supported living, you might have multiple homes. Again, the dom care is different as well, so you might have to select those ones. Why it is important on this section is like if you have a supported living, the costing is basically different. So the supported living, normally what will happen is you have to define the core hours, day one-to-one wake sleeps, and sometime what will happen is the packages are funded by multiple commissioners. So what you can do is you can select the multiple commissioners and select the percentage they funding, and then split the costing accordingly, and then you can provide a costing PDF as well and send it to the commissioner. Again, if it is don't care, then what will happen is if you go into the service, what you can do is if you select one of the service, it will be based on 15, 30 or 45 minutes or hour. So you can provide the costing based on that. So if it is done by 15 and 30, select that and then save it. Then you can provide a PDF accordingly, and then it will be linked with the sales section as well. Additional information is just the basic information, referral, how the referral came through, and then some preferred carers, and then ethnic origins. Contact is where you can add some GP details, chemist, um, next of kin, or the person that who is in charge of it. So you can add multiple contacts. Personal information is some hobbies. Before I go into the diary calendar, what I will go through there is a risk assessment. So we have some predefined risk assessment in the system, so which is linked with the app. So all you have to do is just fill, say, example, skin issues. So what you have to, we have some set of questions. You can fill it and then save it as done, and then you can able to print it. So example, if I go through the behavior, we say that if the particular person have a behavioral issue, then okay, just note it down and then self harm or whatever it is. If the particular person have a behavior towards others, select it, just no. Based on that, you can able to put some comment on it. So this is like a predefined template that we have it for you. I'll go through the option of how you can define the individual forms later. So example, personal care, you have the issue. So then you just say that, okay, what the particular person might be needed. If it is mobility issues, so we have some, okay, if that person having a wheelchair, so you can, how you want to assist it. So it's a nice templates, we have it here. Similar way that we have some risk assessment, but we adding some quite more, which will be helpful for you. Depend on the risk, what will happen is, so example, if I go to the COVID risk assessment, so we have, say, example, that particular person age. So if it is 60 to 70, is more riskier than the other one. So the percentage of score will be automatically calculated on the risk assessment. I'll go to the form. So as I said before, so you can customize this form on the settings section, and then form will be automatically here. We be adding another printout option here. Then if I go to do, we call it's a task section. So simply what's need to be done for that particular service user. So you can able to add the task for the particular individual. So you can select it, say that person blood pressure has to be taken every week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then select what time, and then it will be shown on the app. So you have to, the staff has to fill it or take the relevant details, and then they have to record the blood pressure records on the app. If I go into the medication section, you can add some medication, and then that will be linked with the EMA. So on the app, it will show that, okay, if it is get rejected, you have to select these reasons. Otherwise, it will be having a tick on it. Calendar is the one that where you can open and create some rota for it. So what's need to be done for that particular individual. Diary is the diary notes. It's like a entry, so it would look it looks messy. But so whatever the notes that staff has filled it, so you can pull it accordingly. So visits notes or diary. Pin notes is like you can pin it out. Okay, so any urgent message that's need to pass it to the staff. It's like a handover, but so it will come on the app as a top. So when I go through the app, I will show you the difference. The diary notes is basically if you want to note down from your admin part, which you don't need to share with anything, anyone. So you just recorded the diary notes in here. So I'll go through the report section for the service user. What will happen is you have quite number of reports. So this is based on the task. You can pull the reports, and then this is um, client summary, client notes, risk assessment reports, or when it is getting expired, the property details. So this is basically report, vacant report is basically for supported living. And then distance is mainly used for domiciliary, but report for service user, in which location, how many service users you have, you can pull those details in here as well. If you go into the to-do reports, normally what you can do is you can pull the services that you want to do it. So example, if you want to pull the notes from blood pressure, from which date to which date, particular service user details. At the moment is live system on this section. And then you can pull it by all the staff or just particular individual and then generate the report. So you can select it what time it's happened, when it's happened, and you can have a multiple filtration. So in case if it is happened between a month, you can able to pull it as long as it's have the records inputted. Those are the main features that we have it on the service user section. If you have anything that you want to go too deeply, let us know. We can arrange another demonstration. Thank you.